guys, what is up? Oki here, bringing you some Leona coaching. If this is your first time on the channel, you don't know who I am. My name is Ioki. I'm a Grandmaster Leona player. I am known as the Rank 1 Leona worldwide. I've got 10,000 hours, 10,000 games plus played on her, and I've played her at a high level for years. So we are currently coaching a player by the name of Web Spider. He is a mid-gold Leona. I really like coaching this elo because it's kind of like mid elo. It's not terrible. It's not great. Players in this elo definitely have a concept. They know how to play the game. They know how to approach the game. They just need a little bit of tweaking in things like game theory, understanding of objectives, rotations, things like that. So it's not like they're just like literally irons like running at each other. It's just completely an uncoachable mess. There is always a lot to be coached in this elo. So I really like doing this elo. So let's talk about what you're doing right now. You are contributing absolutely nothing to the team by protecting your turret. If you are going to be doing a defensive stack, like you think that they're going to invade, you need to be doing something called a 5-point, which means that you have vision here, which you do. You have vision here, which you do. You never need vision here. Your turret is already giving you vision. You need vision here and you need vision here. This generally relies on the mid laner and top laner going there, but you being here is completely worthless. If they do end up invading, like coming around this corner, you're not close enough to actually respond to it and get anything done with it. And you're not in a position where you can invade them either. So don't ever stack here. This is a very, very worthless position to stack in. So it doesn't look like anything's happening level 1. Coming down here, we leash our Master Yi. So let's talk about our laning phase. Our opponents are Zilean and Jhin, two immobile squishies. And we are Leona and MF. So we should win this lane. This should be a piss easy lane for us. I'm excited to see what you do with it. Alright, so level 1, it's always kind of risky to, or it's always kind of difficult to play level 1 as Leona against a poke support, because think of it this way. Consider level 1 as Leona versus a poke support as a mini game. You win the game if you still have 75% of your health bar and are in a good position to engage level 2, and you lose the game if you lose so much of your health bar that you can't take advantage of your level 2 power spike. So I did check out your runes. You're going a very standard Aftershock page with the secondary runes of Stopwatch and Cosmic Insight. That's fine. Those runes aren't wrong per se. In a lane like this, I would definitely look into taking Biscuits and Cosmic Insight. One, just because Stopwatch isn't like a super valuable item on Leona, and Biscuits are definitely good at keeping your health bar above that 75% threshold. Sometimes you just take a bad trade level 1 and then you're completely worthless for the rest of the lane. So consider taking Biscuits. These runes are fine though. Okay, so we're pushing. Leon, yeah, see stuff like this. Like he just basically gets a free lane at level 1. And you're probably going to be forced to use one of your potions here, whereas you could be using one of your Biscuits instead if you took that rune. Yeah, there goes down the hatch the first biscuit. Okay, we're pushing. We've got 2 minions left. We're pushing forward for level 2. I want to see an engage at level 2. This is very good forward positioning. You understand that this minion gives you level 2. And we hit the E. Ooh, even able to sneak in an extra auto there. I love it. I like to see that. You have a very solid understanding of level 2. Whenever I do my coaching, I want to help you capitalize on the good things you're doing. So we keep the good things, keep doing those, and then I'll tell you what you're doing bad so we can get rid of those. So very, very good forward positioning and understanding of level 2. The only thing I would have liked to see is the earlier Ignite. Since he is going to be getting his summoner heal, Ignite cuts that in half, and he also popped a potion. So, in fact, he popped 2 potions. This isn't Zilean's coaching session, but don't ever pop 2 potions. But yeah, Ignite would have cut, it applies Grievous Wounds, which cuts healing in half. So I would have seen, the second you realize that you caught him with the level 2, that's a good time to drop the Ignite. Alright, so let's talk about what we're about to do now. So we've already gotten a summoner. We've established our dominance in the lane. Let's talk about laning phase as Leona. As Leona, you need to be thinking about your lane, like the literal lane, the grass, in sections of third. So the first third is from right here to right here. This is your third. It is very okay and easy to fight in this area. Almost every fight under your turret will go your way. Neutral third, from here to about right here. So from right here to about right here, that's neutral third. You can also fight here. Obviously, you don't have the safety of the turret, and you can be ganked in it, but it's very easy and good to fight in this area. As Leona, someone whose Zenith Blade pulls you onto them and also follows Flash, that can be used against you. So fighting anywhere beyond right here to right here and their third is very, very dangerous as Leona. So you need to do one of two things. One, help freeze the wave in the second, in the neutral third, or push the wave and push it hard all the way to the turret. Because if the wave gets frozen like right here, which I think is that it's about to do, you're gonna have a hard time contributing to the lane at all. Oh, nice. Nice boost control with the auto Q auto. Very nice. Alright, so we need to be pushing this hard. They're letting you just get free melees, which is excellent. Alright, we're pushing it hard. We're trying to make it touch that turret. It is not quite going to touch the turret. It's going to freeze, exactly as I said. We need to push this hard and fast, and we also need to be, still need to be pushing it, make it touch the turret. Yeah, so there's probably 2 or 3 autos that you could have snuck in there without taking a big health risk. Right here, 100% right here. Get autos on these minions, get it to the turret. Get it to the turret. They're allowing you to do it. They're focusing their poke on MF. You could have stuck in an auto or 2 there. A lot of supports are afraid to touch the wave because ADCs spaz out, but I promise you, you don't want it to freeze where it did. So you've got the 2 options. Help freeze it by not touching it out here, or help push it, get it to touch the turret. Alright, so we went for a ward. We walked up, we got a ward, we see Vi. We're about to be in trouble, right? Because these 2 are going to collapse. They still have prio over you. We need to get out of the river. We need to stop. I don't know if you hesitated because you think you could steal the scuttle crab. I promise you, you cannot. Get out of the river the second you see that because you are in danger of getting collapsed on by 3 people here. All right. So, this might not hit actually. That might have come out a little too slow. If you get hit by this, you're in danger, and you probably need to burn your flash. I don't think this is actually going to hit. So we should be able to just walk out of this. Cue that, get your aftershock. Ooh, even pulled in a Zen blade, nice. All right. So we got our licks in on her. We survived, good job. I would say what you did wrong there is you hesitated. I think you thought about trying to fight her for the scuttle crab or something. Your jungler's not anywhere near you, and mid lane are in an epic battle, so no one's rotating to you fast enough. It's a 3v2. So the second you see Vi, get out of there. Alright, so MF kind of burned a lot of her health bar. Let's see what we can do here. So I would say this is still in the neutral third, so we can still be looking for fights here. Can definitely be looking for fights there, especially on that Jhin. There you go, buddy. Good job. Remember to drop that Ignite ASAP, buddy. Remember to drop that Ignite ASAP. So we're still going to die to this last auto attack, unfortunately, but it's all good. Still a worth trade. We burn summoners on the immobile squishy. Alrighty, buddy. This is what I like to see. So I love to see this route. A lot of supports will just walk straight to bot. Completely worthless because by the time you get there, MF is already resetting. She's already done what she wants to do with the wave. She's resetting. She's buying an item. You're gonna be in lane alone. So I love to see this route. See, you'd just be sitting in bot lane twiddling your thumb. So I love to see you get out on the map. We're getting deep vision. Okay. We're looking for a gank on mid. Not quite finding it. All right, let's do a pop quiz, boys. Tell me on the map, where is Vi? Tell me exactly where on the map is Vi, because we know. We know for a fact, even though we don't see Vi. Where is she? Where is she? She's right here. Right? So if you didn't know that, you need to work on your map awareness. So we understand Vi is there. We have no way to collapse on her again. We're just going back to bot lane. Now we know she's on the dragon. We have no way of getting to it because no one can collapse. We're good. It's all good. We understand we're given dragon. Alright, Vi has headed topside. We know that for a fact because of the pink ward that you put down. It's time to fight, right? Time to fight. They don't have a TP available to them. You've burned Jin's flash. It's time to fight. Get on top of them. Push forward. Thin out this wave. Hit this cannon. Okay, so let's talk about what's about to happen in this next 10 seconds. You're about to hit the cannon. Use your relic shield on it. Zilean is going to try to harass you, right? Zilean is 100% going to come up, maybe auto attack, probably throw a bomb on you. When he throws that bomb on you, that is an excellent time to engage on him. There are so many champions that essentially CC themselves by harassing you, and once you realize that, once that sinks into you, it's like something clicks in your brain, and you start seeing all kinds of engages that can happen. Once you understand that when Caitlyn cues you, she's rooting herself. Once you understand that when Zilean throws a bomb, he's rooting himself. Once you understand that when Brand uses his W, his Pillar of Flame, he's rooting himself, it's like a whole new world opens up. So you're going to hit this cannon, Zilean's going to bomb you, and you're not going to engage on him. But if you, after this coaching session, you are going to. See? Right there. You could have eaten him. I'll show you the exact moment. Once you start understanding, once you start reading events before they happen, you can start planning your engages before they happen. Right? Zilean knows you're going for the cannon. You're free harass. Boom. E. Right on his face. Right on his face. Easiest engage of your life. Once you notice that, you're going to notice them every single game. It's like a whole new world is going to be opened up to you, my friend. Okay, so we still know Vi's topside. We're looking for an engage. Looking for an engage. This lane gets a little bit harder for you after Zilean hits 6. So I'm hoping to see some aggression prior to that. We know Jin doesn't have flash. And we know we're stronger laners than them. So as long as we're not engaging into 50 minions, like even right here, once again, he's rooting himself, right? Another potential engage. Alright, so you're getting your first gank of the game. Let's talk about it. 2 enemy laners, right? They each have a trinket. So let's assume this is warded and this is warded. Worst case scenario, right? Master Yi is ganking. Pops his sweeper. We now know for a fact this is not warded, but we have to assume this is. So let's see how we react. Right about now, you should be initiating the gank, because when he steps over here, and if there's a ward in here, they're going to start backing up, and it'll be too late to initiate the gank. So right around now is when you need to be fighting. Right around now is when you need to be starting the gank, because in about 3 seconds, he's going to get caught if there's a ward in there. I'm not sure if there is or not. If there's a ward in there, they're going to start backing up. So right around now, 2 seconds ago is when you need to go in. Because, okay, yeah, see, there was a ward in there, and it's already too late. They're already responding to the gank. Whereas if you had gone in before this saw him, the gank would be successful. You would have either killed them, or you would have gotten their summoners. So a lot of playing Leona is like premonition, like understanding what's going to happen in the next 20 seconds. Being one step ahead of them. Okay, so it's going to be really risky to engage, even though MF is about to hit 6, I believe. Because you're not 6, and 2, we don't have information of where Vi is. She hasn't shown on the map for a while, so it's going to be really tempting, and we're in their third. So remember how I talked about their thirds? This is the danger zone. It's always very, very, very dangerous to engage for so many reasons as Leona in that. Okay, so MF is 6. Yeah, fighting right now is asking to get destroyed by a Vi. Because Vi could have used this, she could be here, she could be here. I'm sort of reading your body language, and I'm thinking you're probably looking to fight. And look who's here. So this is kind of just worst case scenario. Yeah, you're not getting out of this. You're not getting out of this. I kind of thought Vi would be coming from this route, but she was behind the turret. So like I said, man, premonition, understanding, Finding opportunities. And this is kind of like another reason why it's really, really bad to waste your jungler's time, because he put time, effort, XP, possible gold on hold to gank your lane, and we didn't play it right, so we got nothing. You have to assume the enemy junglers, not their gank. You have to always assume enemy ganks are going to be successful. You have to find a way to make yours successful. Okay, so we're doing the straight path to mid. Love this. Love this path. We have to give Yasuo a little bit of time to make this gank work, because he doesn't have access to just instant CC like we do. So we have to give him a little bit of time to get his third charge. So the only way this gank works is if Yasuo baits Garen into fighting him, which Garen probably will. That's a favorable fight for him, even though he's a level down. Let Yasuo start the gank, and then pile your CC on top of him. Okay, excellent. And then we just Zenith Blade up. Yep. Yep, perfect. Good job. Really, really good job. This is an excellent use of your time, and you played it correctly. Good job. So we're going back to bot lane. Hey, and look at that. Look at that. A successful gank, dude. This happened because of you. This happened because you made that pass straight to mid, instead of just twiddling your thumbs in bot lane. But Zilean did twiddle his thumbs in bot lane, so it's very important to know that you're 5, he's 6. Don't screw this up and fight. Okay, there you go. You're 6 now. Alright, so like I said, the lane gets a little bit harder when Zilean is 6 and you aren't. Because you have to think of it as, unless you can CC Zilean and 100 to 0 him, they basically have 3 life bars to your 2. Because Zilean can bring whoever dies back. And then all the resources you put into getting that life bar were just completely down the drain. So it's very, very hard to beat Zilean post 6, unless 1, you're getting a gank, or 2, you can 100 to 0 him. Which you can 100 to 0 him. If Zilean comes up here, you dump everything on him, including MF ult, and you will 100 to 0 him. But that's how it has to go. Okay. So we see their bot laners rotating to this, to Scuttle Crab, and you guys are able to rotate. So even though they get first step, they get first move, you can collapse on this. Even if Vi is right here, you can fight this. And I think you guys win it. Definitely don't let them back in the lane. This is so good. This is so good. This is good. Okay, Zilean's down bombs. Get around them and fight this. Fight this. Yes. Okay, so we raw ulted. Instead of dumping your combo all at once, you know, you missed this Zenith Blade. It happens. It's fine. But QR. That way you have a 0% chance of missing the ultimate and this guy dies. We missed our Zenith Blade, that's fine. Q, during this stun timer, drop your R, so that there is a 0% chance of him flashing out. You basically, by not dumping the ult immediately, you basically just, you let him go. So he didn't have to use his ultimate, and all he had to use was his flash. And he didn't die, so. Work on those combos, man. I love the fact that you collapsed and you didn't let them out of the river when they made a bad rotation. That was good. You got both their flashes, and you have both of yours. So now when you're 6 again, you have a big advantage. But yeah, work on those combos. EQR. There should never not be a stunned indicator above their head. You want to CC chain them. Okay, so we just use MF ult to push the wave. That's fine. We've got 4 people able to do a dragon. Yasuo is making the executive decision. I would be spam pinging this MF, telling her not to leave. It's a little risky if she goes back, honestly. I would be communicating with her, telling her not to leave, because yep, now you're a person down. This is about to get ugly. If MF was here, they weren't able to rotate. Looks like they're going to give you the dragon anyways. Okay, that's good. This is fine. Could have been way worse though, because their bot lane could have came, Vi could have came. Yeah, that could have been bad. I know you're not playing as MF. This isn't MF's coaching session, but spam pinger. Put a big old R. Put a big old red ping on her. So I'm going to talk a little bit about an advanced concept. You're mid gold. You're able to handle this for sure. So you can use your Zenith Blade to minimize the amount of time that you're actually CC'd, and you actually do it pretty well here. So you Q him, you're going to be CC'd by this, you're going to be rooted. while your rooted duration is going off, if you buffer that E like you did, it's like you were never really rooted at all, see? And you can do that with a whole lot of different types of CC. So that's really good. In fact, to take it one step further than that, you can do something called slingshot, whereas if something is displacing you or knocking you up or back, let's say like an Alistar headbutt, and you know he's going to headbutt you away, you can actually buffer your Zenith Blade. Alistar will W, push you away, and then Zenith Blade will slingshot you back onto the target. You can do that with Janna ult, you can do that with Alistar W, all kinds of displacements. Flay from Thresh. So there's two kind of like hidden uses of Zenith Blade that a lot of people don't know or don't use. Okay, we're going mid. We're going mid. Responding to the Rift Herald. Yasuo hasn't gotten to reset yet. Okay, Master Yi walks out of there with an ignite. Oh, we're fighting in the river. We're fighting in the river. Oh, okay. I see you, bro. I see you. The mechanic was there. The timing was off. For anyone that doesn't know what he just did, he E-flashed, which means it's a faster way of flash E-ing. So you actually press the E button first and then flash. She starts the Zenith Blade, flashes halfway through it, and it's like it extends the length of the Zenith Blade. So see, we whiffed it, but it's good to know that you know that mechanic. You know how to do it. She just barely got out. I'm not gonna chastise you for going for that. I probably would have gone for it too. Okay, so we don't want to be messing around with this because we're in a very big position to get collapsed on. They just have more people here, so we're gonna back out. Good job, good job. All right, back into bot lane. Here we go. Let's see what we do. This is sort of one of those lanes where the longer we wait to engage, the worse things get, just because they've got so much poke. Yeah, see, they basically destroyed your health bar from a mile away. So, and now going in is kind of risky. One, because we don't. Oh, Vi's top actually. Vi's top. Yeah, now going in is not really viable. I think if we go in at this point, we probably lose. So at this point, it's pushing into you. They're not gonna kill. They're not like a Thresh or a Blitzcrank or something that's gonna kill her under turret. I would just be going back at this point. I think staying in lane is just a waste of your time. They don't present a huge threat to MF. Okay, there we go. We're going back. Probably would have gone back a little bit sooner, but it's good that you realize that you should go back there. Okay, back to lane. Back to lane. Next objective is the dragon. We're doing classic, typical gold stuff where we're just kind of face checking around in the river. Hey, so you do know how to use Leona combos. Unfortunately, Mount Fight kind of screwed you there by waiting so long to ulti. But hey, let's talk about this. So this proves to me that you do know how to use Leona combos. You go for Q, auto, E into R. You even have a nice little cancel of the E into R. So what happened over here when you let him get away? Is it just a misclick or what? That was clean. It's a clean combo. That's called the. I'm gonna call that one the face checker combo. When in the rare instance you can open with the Q, like they're face checking a bush that you're in. It's clean. It's a clean combo. Q and then sneak it in auto. E into R. Okay, so yeah, like I said, just kind of classic gold Fiesta stuff. Fighting over dragon. Looks like they got control of it. Probably just because they have more ranged characters. They got the dragon. We're looking for cleanup. This is kind of just like uncoachable, like nonsense. Like, okay. Yeah, that wasn't any sort of like decision you made. That was just you were in the fiesta, which happens. Let's get control back of this game. Let's start getting some clean roams. Right about now is when catches are greatly beneficial to your team because they result in things like dragons and Rift Heralds, possibly Barons here in a little bit. So right around now would be an excellent time to catch this Garen out. hopefully MF plays safe while you're on the top side of the map. Oh, we see Vi. We're collapsing. We want this. She's just going to dash outside of the pit. Just fine. Just fine, because now we get control of the Rift Herald. You should be at this fight. You should 100% be at this fight. Again, they do not present a huge risk to MF. She has to get hit by 2 skill shots to even have a chance of dying under turret. Yeah, I would 100% be at this fight. This is probably the biggest mistake I think I've seen you make. Because she missed. Really doesn't matter. I'm not even gonna watch because I don't care about the result. You should be at that fight. Yeah, so you lucked out and won the fight, but you should have been there for it. When you emailed me and asked me for this coaching session, you said that you had the feeling you were a low impact player, and I didn't agree up until this point. I actually think you've been making some really good moves. Seem to have a pretty good understanding of your role in this game. I would say it was a very low impact. I would agree with you. I would say it was a very low impact thing to go to this bot fight, which you're literally doing nothing. You're twiddling your thumbs bot instead of going top. This was the place to be. So you need to get used to, like I said earlier, having that premonition, understanding where the fight is going to take place 20 seconds from now. Because you've contributed nothing to this spot. Okay, so now we're looking for vision. Looking for vision. This is probably a little bit deeper than I would have walked. I would have been comfortable walking. I mean, that is great deep vision, but I probably would have like come up here and like maybe warded this. Just because, you know, worst case scenario, like Vi's right here or something. But it turned out we got some great deep vision. Reflexes were a little too slow to catch Zillion there. Alright. So if a fight breaks out and it's more than these 3, we know Maokai's right here. And Master Yi's on the top of the map. Worst case scenario, Garen and Vi are coming down the lane. I don't think this is a fight you want to take. Yeah, there's Vi. There's our TP. Yeah, this was worst case scenario. Unfortunate. We shoot our ult trying to disengage. It's not terrible. Doesn't contribute too much, but I see the idea. Trying to get as many people of your team out as you can. Master, you still pushing mid. Give this turret. You should be spam pinging the hell out of your team. Let's get out of town, boys. This is not a turret that's worth fighting for. Tier 1 turrets are absolutely worthless this stage of the game. Excellent! That is exactly what I was talking about earlier. The slingshot. Man, this is almost frustrating to watch because you're actually mechanically quite good at Leona like 80% of the time. You make a few whoopsies with your combos, but you obviously know them. You obviously know the combos, know how to slingshot, you know how to minimize. You know some pretty advanced concepts on her. E. See, look, it's like he never even pushed you back. Beautiful. But it's good. It's good because I think you're a strong Leona player. Once you understand where to be, once you understand how to like see the pick before 10, 20 seconds before it happens, you're going to be an amazing Leona player, man. You're going to be excellent. Nothing you can do about that. That's her fault. She overstayed. Okay, okay. Probably don't want to go any deeper. We want to let... Nope. Hard overcommit. Hard overcommit. This is never going to work. After the Master Yi dies, you've lost like 50-60% of your DPS there, so don't even dump the ult. Hold on to it. There goes another dragon. Okay, so the unfortunate thing about them having 3 dragons that puts them 1 away from soul. So it's not really even, it doesn't really matter that they get that 3rd dragon. You know, it's 2% of your missing health, whatever. But it gives them a win condition, which is soul. So fighting the next dragon is very, very important. Okay, good pick, good pick. Alright, you want to be chaining that CC. You don't want to be giving him a chance to move around, reposition. Unfortunate. Their team was all there to collapse. Probably just run you down because you're playing Leona. Once you're in there, you probably pretty much just die. I think the rest of this game is probably just going to be them getting Baron and like kind of steamrolling you. So I'll watch the rest of this and see if there's anything like pivotal you need to be working on. But honestly, Leona is like an early to mid game champion. You sort of lose the ability, the agency that you have once it gets to mid game and everyone's grouping up, because it's really hard to make picks when everyone is grouped. And she's not an excellent team fighter. So I'll see if you do anything egregiously bad. You did something egregiously bad. Vision. So you're being way too bold and brazen about vision, and I realize now I need to be cracking down on you way harder. You've lost control of the river. Think about it this way. If you're losing a game, you don't have control of the river, and you definitely don't have control of their jungle, right? So you need to be warding way more defensively. At most, you need to walk up here and put a ward in this, and then run away. And then maybe drop another ward in your jungle. If you're ahead, you ward their jungle. If the game is close, you ward the river and contest vision in the river. If the game is losing like you are, you ward your jungle and make sure they can't get picks there. You're being way too brazen about walking out here. You got to be thinking about that worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, they're all right here. So drop this ward right here. Yeah, worst case scenario. You always have to assume this has a possibility of happening. Of them walking around the corner and all of a sudden three of them are on top of you. Right? So walk up, you know. Drop the ward and run away. Because if you don't, this might happen. I probably also would have opted for one Mobies, because I think you did actually get a couple good roams off, so it would have been useful to have those. It would have been worth it to have them. But I probably wouldn't have gone Ninja Tabi. I would have gone Merc Treads. If you're going to go a defensive boot here, yeah. Against them, because it's not really their basic attacks or their AD damage that you're concerned about. It's the CC and the amount of time that like you're CC'd. So I would have gone the tenacity route. Alright, so yeah, now we're getting to a fight. It's basically already over. We walk out. Yeah, the rest of this game is just going to be them like bulldozing you. Which is kind of frustrating as Leona, because she's a champion that can't really do much from behind, other than just like go for super bold brazen picks. Okay, if we lose this dragon fight, it's probably just over. Okay, so they get the dragon, they get the soul, they're gonna look mid. We're not going to be able to do anything. Alright, at this point, I would just be going in and trying to get like a 2 or 3 person lockdown stun into an MF ulti. If you give this turret, they're going to take inhibitor, they're going to run you over, you're going to do something called bleed out. So just get on top of this guy. Keep him there. I would, you know, even if you have to go on Maokai. If you can't get a backliner, go on the front line of this under your turret. Because when MF ults him, she's going to clear the wave and he's going to start taking turret aggro. But 100% in a scenario like this, you just go in. There you go. See, Malphite did it for you. Excellent follow-up with the ulti, man. Actually amazing. Actually amazing ulti. That could have been you that engaged that, though. I want you to understand that you could have done that as well. Okay, so they kind of giga through, didn't they? Okay, well, welcome to the fiesta, boys. Alright, pretty clean. Good follow-up. Yeah, a lot of this is just like basically you reacting to stuff, which, you know, I'd like to see a little bit more of you making the actual picks. This is good. Go on the Zillion, bro. Go on the Zillion. Keep him from contributing to the fight. These guys have this guy. Your 1 second stun is not going to make the difference between him living or not. I promise you. You should have gone on the Zillion there. Okay. Okay. Uh, very questionable roll. Very questionable roll. Yeah, I would not be dropping an alt D like that. The odds of this actually landing are very low. You did land it, but I'm telling you that like there's a magnitude of like luck and prediction that goes into those. And if you hit him with the slow, it basically does nothing. Even if you stun him, like not a lot of people are able to respond to that. I would definitely be using my keeping my ult to like lock down this Garen here. All right, so you guys slaughter him and end the game. I don't really care about the result. I'm not here to coach the result. I mean, congrats on the win. That was pretty wild. So let's kind of review. You need to understand uh, how to read in your like how to predict your engages before you make them, because you need to be able to predict like when the opportunity to gank some or to, when to catch someone. So be looking for those abilities, because like I said, once you realize it, you're gonna see them everywhere. Things like Brand W, things like Caitlyn Q, things like Zillion Q, things like Jin Root Shot. I think that's his E. Um, so yeah, wild game. Very very strange turnaround. I don't really care about the last 10 minutes of the game, regardless of the result. You didn't really. There's not really much there to coach. But let me know if you have any questions about this game, man. I think you did a lot of really good things. You obviously know your combos. Remember, you want to use that CC chain. You don't want to leave it to chance or risk by leaving a space between your Q and your ult. I saw you use those combos, man. I know you know those combos. So prove it to me and stop leaving space in between your Q and your R. Um, Aside from that, yeah, let me know if you have any questions, man. I hope this helps you get to your desired rank, and I hope anyone watching this on YouTube, if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Take it easy, guys. Peace.